Welcome to this week's Monday Math Challenge, where you're going to apply and describe a transformation in the coordinate grid. Your first job is to copy this triangle on a 10 by 10 coordinate grid. Now, you might want to pause the video right here and make sure that you get that ready to go before moving on with the next steps. I'll give you the coordinates of all the vertices just to make sure that you know exactly where to place your points before joining them and creating your shape. Now, I've also included a PDF version of this slide with the instructions for you to refer to as well. Your next job is to draw a line of reflection that passes through the origin. And we remember the origin is the point that is 0 on the x-axis and 0 on the y-axis. So your line of reflection should pass through the origin and point 10, 10. So this line of reflection actually bisects both the x and y axis, creating a 45-degree angle. So let's have a look at that. And we'll take a blue pen to illustrate it. So our line of reflection in red bisects the x-axis right there and the y-axis right there. And where it bisects or cuts them in half, it creates a 45-degree angle because, of course, the x and y axis are perpendicular, so they create a right angle where they intersect. And if you bisect that right angle, cutting it in half, you make a 45-degree angle. So I'm going to clear all that out, and you're going to make sure that your line of reflection passes through both the origin and point 10, 10. All right, next step is to draw the image of triangle STU after a reflection in this line of reflection. I'll make my camera go away now so you can see the rest of the instructions. Next, you will write the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle, which I've already done for you up here, but also its image. So you are going to need to label your image S prime, T prime, U prime, and list the coordinates for vertex S prime, vertex T prime, and vertex U prime. And as a reminder, when we are labeling with prime, we have S prime, and we do like a little apostrophe or a little number 1, and then T prime, and then U prime. And we will then also list the coordinates for each of those points. All right. And then our final step is there's another point on this grid, and that is point V with coordinates 4, 3. What I want you to do is predict the location of point V prime after reflection in the same line. So you're going to reflect point V in this line of reflection, and then you're going to write down what the coordinates are for point V prime. You don't even have to draw the reflected point if you can figure out a way of predicting what the coordinates will be without having to do the drawing. And then in our meeting, we'll talk about all of these different steps and how we came to our predictions. Here's a checklist for your Monday morning synchronous session. You need to bring your drawing of the original shape and its image after the reflection. So you can hold that up to your camera and show me to confirm that you did the Monday Math Challenge. You need to also make sure that you have the coordinates of vertices S prime, T prime, and U prime. Ideally, you'll just label them on the diagram or write them on your diagram, on your drawing. And finally, you need to be able to tell me the location of point V prime after a reflection in the same line. So check this checklist to make sure that you have all of the things you need for Monday morning's synchronous session. I will see you then.